Welcome back. I think I explained in my last video that I'm going to be remodeling the garden. In my last video that I'm going to be remodeling the garden and trying to find ways of growing without this mosaic virus continually damaging every crop that I sow. So for that reason, where I would ordinarily be planting my garlic and onions over winter, I'd be sowing them now. I don't want to put them in the ground because that's going to be disrupted when I grow them, when I start to build my raised beds. So they're not really going to be planted out until springtime when it's all completed. So what I've decided to do is to keep ahead of myself, I'm going to sow all my onions and my garlic into seed trays, single cell trays. So let me show you what I've bought. I've bought this 50 of the Century yellow or white onions. I've got 50 electric, which are the red, and Lautrec white garlic. So once they're sown, they can stay in the greenhouse until the springtime, when hopefully the garden will be completed and I'll have available raised beds to plant them in. So I'm going to start with filling my trays. So this is what the sets look like, and for those of you that have not grown it before, you've got the root end, which goes in the soil, and then you've got the tip, which is where the green shoots grow. So that always goes to the bottom, and try not to push too hard because you can damage the root base. Some of these are shooting already. Okay, so that's the first tray done. Give them a watering in a minute. So I'm just going to crack on with the second one, and I'll come back when I've done that. So that's the second tray done. I must admit, they're not the best selection I've picked up in a while. Some of them were actually mouldy, so I haven't filled up the complete tray and fall short. But it's better than nothing at all, and if my raised bed's going to be smaller than what I've got at the moment, then I'm not going to have the same amount of room, but that's fine. Okay, so this is the electric. I hope the quality of these is a bit better. Well, they definitely look a lot better. So my hands are filthy now, but there you can see them. Beautiful colour. And you plant them just the same. Root bed straight into the compost. The pointy bit upright for the shoots. These, once there's a bit of moisture, they'll start putting out roots very quickly. And then hopefully by the spring they'll be ready to go in. Okay, we'll carry on. So this is the garlic. And what I need to do is break up this bulb into individual cloves and plant them separately. Same as the onions, that's the root base. On that pointy bit is where the shoots come. So you need to plant this end in the soil. So that's it. So I just need to water them now. Yeah, so that's it. That's the red onions, the electric, and the garlic, the Trek white, and I'm sure I pronounce this incorrectly, but I think it's senche onions, which are the white or brown onions. And there's a couple of the electric there because I had 4 cells spare. So I will keep you posted on their progress. What we need to do now is to sow some broad beans. They'll have to go into pots, but I haven't got any seeds at the moment. I normally save all mine for the following year, but because the plants towards the end of their life got the mosaic virus, I'm not going to use any seeds from that. So it'll be fresh seeds for next year. But that'll be for another day. Right, the next thing I'm going to sow are my sweet peas. These are Spencer waved mix, and they've done incredibly well this year, so I'm going to sow them again. So let's start by filling the pots. So these are 3-inch pots. I'm going to sow 3 per pot. I've got enough for 4 per pot, so I might as well do that while I'm here. And then I'll have a choice of the strongest. I'll just cover them up. Just need a watering now. Now the water has been sitting in the greenhouse, so it is room temperature. You don't want to, especially this time of year, you don't want to be filling up your watering can from the tap and then using it straight away because it's too cold. But I'm just going to leave those and see how we get on. It's very windy, it's trying to rain. It's the 20th of October and I've still got sweet peas. It's just crazy. Also got some runner beans still as well. Well, it's a week on since I sowed all of these, and look what we've got. We've got one shoot there, another there, a few more. So they are waking up. Nothing on the sweet pea front yet, but I've got anything here. No, these are all asleep still. And so are these. But I do know I'm going to gently lift this one. There are roots coming. So they're rooting. I'm pleased with that.